Okay, oh, sorry, I've got my OBS thing up. Okay, task 4, again, is a query. This one using prompts and things. It's slightly more complicated, but it's not hugely difficult because it's only worth 15 marks. Pardon me. This is, so you're creating individual invoices for one person, and it shows all the items and stuff they have. So this is going to use more than one table. So we're going to create the query design again. I'm going to add all the tables in, just to make sure everything is related. And okay, there's quite a lot of information you have to add to this query. So the first thing we want the customer details. So the forename, surname, order number, order date, date required. Also, you'll be entering the order number. We'll come to that later though. So customer forename, customer surname, pardon me, order number and order date. Order number and order date. We also need, for each item, so this will be the detail of your report. All the stuff's going to go in the header, by the way. The detail of your report is going to include the component number, the component name, the quantity, and the sale price. So we want the, sorry, I've completely drew a mental blank there. You want to display the component number, component name, quantity, and sale price. Component number, component name, sale price, and quantity. Okay, you will be, first of all, the invoice. So you can select by entering the order number. So that sounds like a prompt. So in the order numbers, you want to say, please enter order number. Or a similar message. As long as it's clear what you want the user to do, you'll get the mark there. Pardon me. Order number 2, we get Steffi Beckenbauer. And that's all the information we need about her. In situations where you're testing this a lot, there's a few past papers where the prompts are a pain in the bum. You've got to do forename, surname, a bunch of other stuff. That can be inconvenient, so if you're going to be likely testing it a lot, you just put in a placeholder value and then add the prompt in again at the end. Oops, why am I in design view? Please enter order number. Okay, and we should be able to, is there any more querying to be done here? I think you just want to generate the information, so I don't have any criteria as such in here. So I'm going to save this as invoice. Okay, and then you're going to create a report based on invoice because you need reports. Okay, when you're choosing your fields for these ones, you want to sort of maximize the space of details. Because you're going to add all this in the headers, you don't need to create columns for it. So if you just make the component number, the component name, the quantity, and the sale price. Number, component name, quantity, and sale price. We're going to do it by order items, so they're all on one line, there's no grouping. It asks for no grouping, so we can skip that. It doesn't actually mention any sorting either. And tabular is fine again. 2. This gives us a list of all the stuff that Steffi ordered. We're obviously going to have to edit this in design view. So it asks to put all this information in the header. You want the forename and the surname. In this example, it doesn't say differently, so you could theoretically just copy these in. Oh, sorry. that would give you her full name. If we use design view, sorry, report view, you see her name appears there. Although it's hard to space it out and it just doesn't look very good, so what you can do is concatenate it, and sometimes they will ask you to do that. Specifically, if it asks you to display the customer's full name, it wants one field. In this case, it's got both, but I think just for goodness, so you identify that as a field. You can then put any punctuation spacing in inverted commas, and you also want customer surname. And that, to me anyway, just looks a bit nicer. Again, because it's part of the header, and you don't want it to be so obviously a text box, you can change your back style to transparent, and change your border style also to transparent. I'd be tempted at this stage to also just sort of do your formatting and stuff. So you want this to be font size 20 to match the header. And in here we can do invoice for, so if you run that, it just looks a bit more professional. The next step, it asks you to put the other bump in the heading, so that's a mark scheme. So you want to have the order number, order date, and date required also in the heading. So you put in your order number. Again, like spacing this out and making it look nice, you do get one mark for it, so it's worth doing. But if you're running short of time, or if there's something you struggled with and you just don't have enough time left to do it, I wouldn't worry too much. So that's the order number, order date, and I don't think it included date required. I think it needs it. I forgot to put that in my query. I believe it should work. Actually, tell you what. Save this for now. Invoice. Just add in date required. Sorry, I forgot that. In our existing fields, date required should be there now. So, spacing it out. So that looks okay. If you then import view for number 2, and you get all the bump there. I like last time, it might be worth making your back style transparent and your border style transparent as well, just so it looks less like a label. Like all documents, you need to add your logo as well. And the logo 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters. And then you would also put in your candidate name and stuff underneath that. Again, it's super easy, I'm not going to do that. The one thing I have missed is that you need to display a total as well. Calculate display the total below the various things in the invoice. So you want to, in your report footer, you want to add another text box, and in this text box you can do equals sum with a capital S, square bracket, sale, price. And then in the text box you want to write total price cost of order or something, as long as it explains what this box is, essentially. I can't spell either. There you go. If you preview this for Steffi. It doesn't like sale price for some reason. It did this to me last time as well. For the life of me, I can't see what I'm doing wrong here, but I can just cheat. Or not cheat, just use the pre-built tools and access, so you get a total, and you sum it. And that looks exactly the same to me, but apparently it's not, so you just put in a label, total, cost of orders, or whatever I wrote before. I think I've done a different text in this box every single time. Total cost of orders. Again, if you have time, it might be worth sort of jazzing this up and making it look nice, but for our intents and purposes, that is absolutely fine. You want to screenshot this to show you've calculated the total. You also want to, screenshot this to show your prompt and to show that that works. And then you need to print it for an order number 10 as well, which again is pretty straightforward. And that's as for. We'll do the mail merge next. So